Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching and for subscribing. And if you're just visiting, please consider subscribing. Wow, it felt so strange saying my introduction, like almost like out of body experience in a way. I mean, I don't even know how long it's been since I filmed, at least 6 months, probably even longer. I don't even know if I know how to do this anymore, but we're just gonna wing it and see what happens. Now, because I've been away for so long, I don't even know if anyone is actually watching this video. I hope at least somebody's gonna watch. But I kind of felt like I wanted to make this video, and in a way I needed to make this video. And I have been sort of procrastinating in making it, but finally it's time to film it and kind of share with you what's been going on and my plans for the future of this channel. So first of all, how are you guys? How have you been? Are you still into fragrances? Are you watching fragrance YouTube? What's going on with you? Please let me know in the comments. I haven't talked to any of you in so long. So what's been going on? So I'll start with, everything is fine. Everything is good. Life is just busy, really. Now, when I stopped making videos, when was it? I don't know, the end of spring or beginning of summer, somewhere in there, I thought, as usual, I'm probably not going to make videos in the summer because summer is our favorite time of the year. We're always busy doing stuff. But then, once fall hits, my daughter goes back to school, I'm going to come back and make videos. That was kind of the plan. Clearly, that's not how things turned out. So why have I been away for so long? Well, there are really a number of different reasons. I mean, busy. I'm not even gonna list that as one of the reasons. I'm always busy. I have full-time job, family, child. Things are happening. I'm always busy. That's always been the case. Now, fragrances. I still love fragrances. You can still see my collection behind me. There are also fragrances in the second closet. Even though I've downsized, definitely. I've done some declutters since I've been gone, but I still have a very large collection. I still love fragrances. I still use fragrances. But fragrances kind of don't, occupy my life fully anymore. Maybe there's been too much of fragrances in my life. I don't know. For the past, I don't know how many years I've been doing this. I've just kind of grown tired, tired of the overconsumption game, first of all, because we've all just been buying and buying and buying and buying. And you know what? I'm tired of it. I feel like for me, I have an amazing collection. I love my collection and I love using it. I don't need to be buying new fragrances all the time. And in the same way, I don't need to be testing fragrances all the time because it kind of pushed me away from using what I have because I was testing new things all the time. And I have been enjoying using what I have so much more. So since I've been gone from YouTube in the last 6 months or so, you'll be shocked. In all that time, I purchased one new fragrance. And that was at the end of June. Since the end of June, I've purchased nothing. Not a single fragrance, not a single decant. I have not been testing anything either at all. Nothing, not a single sample. And it's been kind of liberating in a way. Like I said, it just pushed me to enjoy my collection so much more and use my collection so much more. And to go along with that, like I said, I have done significant declutter, I would say. A lot of the fragrances that I have, okay, not a lot, but there are some fragrances that left, and I still have more than enough. So that's kind of number one. Number two, because I'm not buying new fragrances, because I'm not testing new fragrances, well, I really have nothing new to say, nothing new to add. I mean, can I talk for the 100th time about the fragrances that I have? Sure, I can. But is it interesting to me? Is it interesting to you? I don't think so. I don't think so. It's not interesting to me, so I'm going to assume it's not going to be interesting to you either. So that's also the reason why I haven't made videos, is because, well, I have nothing to say. I have nothing new to add to the conversation. Third reason is, when I started making videos, and please, I hope no one gets offended, but my channel has always been about authenticity and transparency and honesty, and that's how we're going to continue rolling here. So I'm going to speak my mind, and if you guys disagree, that is totally, totally okay. But when I joined YouTube, when I became part of this fragrance community, this community was so different. People truly loved fragrances. They truly talked about fragrances that they enjoyed. They had honest opinions about fragrances. These were fragrances that they were spending their money on. People were supporting each other so much. And I feel like things have changed drastically. I mean, fragrance community in a way kind of became one big advertisement. Any videos that I would click, and for a regular viewer, maybe it's not clear because, some people disclose when they buy fragrances, some people don't, or they make it very difficult to figure out. But as someone who's part of the community, I can tell very easily what they purchased versus what was sent to them. And almost every video that I would click, it was fragrances that were sent to people. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with receiving fragrances in PR. Absolutely nothing wrong. We all make choices. Just like I chose not to receive fragrances in PR, there are many people who choose to receive, and there is nothing wrong with that. But what, in my opinion, is a problem, for me personally, it's a problem, is when I can clearly tell from the way they're talking about fragrances is that they were sent to them. And the way they're talking about them is because they want to continue receiving PR. I'm not interested. I'm just not. I click off those videos immediately. For me, they have no impact. I want to know what you really think about these fragrances. I want to know that you're telling me this because you spent your money on this and you truly feel that way about a fragrance. Those are the reviews that I value, and these types of reviews are becoming more and more rare. And so in a way that I stopped buying fragrances, I'll be honest with you, I also slowly stopped watching fragrance content. In the last 3-4 months, I've barely watched anything. Honestly, I have no idea who is out there, who's making videos, who's not making videos, what new fragrances are out, what's happening in the fragrance community. I really stepped away from the fragrance community completely because I was not enjoying it like I used to. I don't like where the fragrance community sort of went, how things are. And it just deterred me from watching, not just making videos, but from watching as well. So these are 1, 2, 3 reasons. And there is a reason for, I've mentioned it many times before that although I absolutely love fragrances, I enjoy many different things. You know, there are some people out there who have one hobby sort of for their entire life. Like my husband is like that, you know, since young age, he loves rock music and he was all about collecting CDs, vinyls, you know, anything music related. And that has always been his main number one hobby, you know. I am different. My daughter is also like me. She's different. Like we sort of enjoy a number of different things, you know, and we get more involved with different things in different times, at different times in our life, you know. And when I started watching YouTube, I was very much into makeup. And then, you know, at some point I was into skincare. Like a couple of years ago, we renovated part of our house and I was like really into renovation. You know, I watched a lot of videos and I really got into it, you know. I've mentioned before, I really enjoy jewelry. So there are different things that I have enjoyed throughout my life. Fragrances is just part of it. And, you know, in a way, it's kind of my fault. I've created this channel just around fragrances. And even though I have tried sprinkling other topics in, they never took. And I know you guys are going to tell me, well, you can make videos about whatever you want. Well, technically, yes. But realistically, no, because I have tried and those videos bombed unbelievably. Nobody watched them. And I don't blame you because my channel is about fragrances. So you're not interested in other content. I totally get it. But I can't make videos that absolutely nobody watches, that just even bring the channel down even more. So no, realistically speaking, I cannot make videos on other topics on this channel unless I try to completely rebrand it. But I'm not sure if I want to do that, if I have time to do that. I don't know. So no, this channel is about fragrances. And so I can't make videos about other things, but I am interested in other things as well, not just fragrances. So having said all of that, the big question is, you know, is the title of this video clickbait, or is this the reality? What is the future of this channel? Am I back now that I'm making this video? And this is not a decision that I take lightly. That's why I've been procrastinating making this video for so long. And by the way, if the lighting is bad, I'm sorry. I meant to turn on my lamp. I forgot, and I'm not going to refilm this video. So hopefully you can put up with not the best lighting. But yeah, like I said, I'm not taking the decision lightly. But I think this is it for YouTube for me, at least for now. Now, I'm not going to close my channel. I'm not going to delete my videos. You know, I put a lot of work into those and I want them to stay. But am I going to make new videos? The answer is no. At least not for now. Not for now, for sure, not for foreseeable future. If I have the itch, if I really miss it, if I really feel like, no, I need to talk to you guys, I need to make videos, then I will come back. That's why I'm not closing the channel down. But for now, yeah, this is the one and only video that I'm gonna make. This is goodbye to YouTube for now. Like I said, for all the reasons that I have mentioned, there's just nothing for me to say. There's nothing for me to contribute. There's nothing for me to add to this community at the moment. So having said that, I have to thank all of you that have been with me for all these years. There's some of you that have been with me from the very beginning. And, you know, there is obviously on any social platform it exists, and definitely exists on YouTube, there is some hate and negativity and all of that. But I have to say, I have the most amazing audience. You guys are the best subscribers. I've received so little hate and negativity here. Like it's been absolutely minute, and you've been wonderful and supportive, and I want to thank you. It's been amazing chatting about fragrances with you, and yeah, I'm so grateful for you and for this experience. Now, at the end, I am gonna add something else. Maybe you will find it unexpected. Maybe a little promotion in a way, or maybe it's just a way for us to stay in touch if you would like to. But feel free to ignore whatever I'm going to say. Like I said, people who watch these videos are into fragrances and not into other things, but maybe there will be other people here who are interested in other things. And it is related to my other hobbies. Like I said before, I am interested in a number of different things. It's always been the case, and I'm more into one thing over the other as time progresses. So I've mentioned before, one of the things that I've always loved is jewelry. And in recent times, I kind of became very interested specifically in vintage jewelry, just really diving into it head first, really learning about it, really sort of building a bit of a collection there as well, and just really enjoying it. So I have joined a different platform now. It is very different from YouTube. This is more of a, even though in a way it's a community platform, but it's more a selling platform, I guess. And it's relatively new and unknown in Canada. It is called Whatnot, and it's a live auction platform where sellers in a variety of different categories, whatever category you can think of, you can find a seller. They're sort of like on eBay, but things are happening live, and you do live shows and you interact with people live. You don't have to buy. This is really more about interaction. So this is where I am. I'm gonna put a link in the description. You're welcome to subscribe or join through my link. You don't have to go through my link. You can join on your own. Like I said, if you join, doesn't mean you have to buy. You can just talk to people and see what's there. But I've been enjoying it very much. And what I love the most, honestly, this is not about money. This is not about making money. This is about the community. We're coming back to the community, and the Canadian community there is very small still. This is a very known platform in US, but in Canada it is still pretty small, but it is growing, and the Canadian community is incredible. Can I tell you, incredible? We are so supportive of each other. We promote each other's shows. We come to each other's shows. We shop each other's shows. We help each other. It's just a fantastic place. And so if you want to stay in touch with me, like I said, you don't need to buy anything. Come and join. I'm going to leave my name on the platform and link. If you would like to chat with me, please join. Now, because my platform is around jewelry, you will probably not see my face, which is kind of nice. I don't have to get all done and dressed up, because I show jewelry and I need to show it up close. You will see my hands and the items that I have, but eventually at some point I might turn the camera around and show my face. Who knows? But yeah, if you want to talk to me, and you can talk to me live, which is really exciting, please feel free to come and join me there. Yeah, it's kind of it's a nice place, and yeah, the community is absolutely amazing. This is really what attracted me to the platform, because I joined it absolutely by accident, honestly, a few months ago, just as a buyer, and it was so interesting and so exciting, and I quickly saw just how wonderful the Canadian community was, and I thought, I want to try this. I want to try to be not just a buyer but a seller, and I want to be part of this community, and the people welcomed me with absolutely open arms. So yeah, I can't say enough good things about it. Anyways, if you guys not interested, no worries, but if like I said, if you would like to talk to me, to interact, to continue chatting, and we can continue chatting about fragrances as well. Please join me there. But as far as YouTube goes and as far as this channel goes, I think this is it for now. One day, maybe I will come back, but yeah, for now, this is it. So again, thank you everyone. And I hope you all have wonderful, wonderful holidays. Enjoy your Christmas and your new year and whatever other holidays that you're celebrating. I wish you all the best. Thank you and bye.